Hello, one and all. Welcome to a Galaxy Man Show. I am here with.
Hi, my name is Timothy Clark, and I am currently a music student studying at the University of Queensland.
Nice. And how did you get into acting in the first place, if I may ask?
Yeah, sure. So it all started when I was in high school, and I got a role in a musical for Beauty and the Beast Broadway Junior, and I played the role of Gaston's sidekick, Lippu.
And who inspired you into acting? If I may ask.
Who inspired me? Probably my drama teacher from high school.
And I hear you're actually in a web series called Mia Morris Diary. Do you want to explain a bit about that and your character who you play in the series?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is my very first professional role that I've taken on since graduating from high school. So the role I take on is named Dr. John Stuarts, and he plays a big role in the web series, helping the lead character Mia discover the identity of Count Dracula, alongside her other friends such as Arthur, Quinn, and even Professor Van Helsing, and also Drake Alucard. But he's also pretty much a nerdy kind of character, and so that's why you see me dressing up very smart. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And how would you describe Jon Stewart in one word?
How would I describe him? One word I would say about John, I would say nerdy.
Nice. And for my next question, Timothy, what advice would you give someone who wants to get into acting themselves?
My piece of advice I would say is to, especially if you're someone who wants to get into filming, like film acting, and in front of the camera, I would say try to use a camera yourself and record yourself more often. Just writing your own scripts and like your monologues, for example, and record yourself doing your monologues. That's it.
Awesome. And so for Mia Morris, the series, what do you want next for Jon Stewart? Where do you want to see your character go next if you guys get a season 2?
Question. If there was a second season, I would love to see more action in the character of John, fighting against the hidden vampire. I reckon that would be cool because obviously you couldn't see me fighting in the actual web series. I mean, because to give you a spoiler alert, I was supposed to be the one holding the camera in that fighting scene, but it was actually one of the crew members, and I think it'll be pretty cool to actually see the face of John Stewart in action.
My last question, Timothy, what like with John Stewart, how he ended up in medical school at the end of the series, if what do you want to see out of that for my last question?
Oh, yeah, good question. Well, I hope there'll be footage of, the character, finding more facts and secrets about vampires, because I think the character himself, Dr. John, would invest himself in researching more about vampires, and then maybe he might discover something else interesting about them, and then the gang might reunite, and they might have another invasion happening or something. And not to brag about my character or anything, but I think John will probably play a bigger role in that sense compared to in the first season. But that's where I like to see it go.
Awesome. Well, can I just say thank you so much, Timothy, for coming onto my show. It means so much. So thank you so much for coming onto my show. It means so much. Definitely everyone go support Timothy Clark. He's incredible in Mia Morris Diary. So definitely go support Timothy. And thank you so much again for coming onto my show.
Thank you for having me.